Uh-huh.
We're
I
marking
figured,
out.
I figured you probably needed it. Good morning, Twitch, and people in chat.
Hi, chat. Hi, Twitch.
Boomtown Twitch Nation.
Wee wee.
Boomtown Twitch, get him. Oh, hey, I watched the Batman last night.
How was it?
I thought it was fantastic and lots of fun.
How was Dingbat as Batman?
Oh, I thought he was great.
Yeah?
I thought he was good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really good.
The Riddler was the best villain in the whole thing. The Riddler,
Really?
I liked that version of the Riddler versus like the
Jim
the
Carrey?
Jim Carrey 69 Batman.
Yeah. I really liked the 69 Batman version of the Riddler. I always thought he was fun.
Yeah, they're too goofy. Like Gotham Riddler is
Batman
really good.
was
but
goofy in 1969.
The old Riddler was the oldest guy in Grumpy Old Men, right? The dad of one of the guys.
Think so.
I think you're right. Yeah. That was a like I remember going and watching like the old Batman movie, and he's running around carrying a bomb, and I mean like a big like ball bomb with a lit fuse on it, trying to dispose of it.
Yep.
And he goes to every window and door he can think of to throw it in, but there's always people there. And then he turns and looks at the camera and goes, "Sometimes there's just not a place to dispose of a bomb." I mean, come on.
Yeah, 69 Batman was a treat in and of itself.
It was awesome.
Certainly a different experience.
This is
I
going to be a
love
bit
the
of a
way
different
that
experience.
Nirvana song was weaved into it. Man.
Oh
That
my
gave me
God.
goosebumps.
Yes,
Goosebumps.
twice. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that. Something in the way. Yeah.
Oh shit! What did I just drop back there? Oh, okay, never mind. It was a bone.
And I liked the pacing. Like it wasn't just action, action, action. It was a slow movie.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Definitely worth the 3 hours. Definitely worth the time investment.
Hyper violent though gives me chills.
Oh, and
Yeah.
they're swearing.
Oh, okay. It's good to know. My kids are 14 and 17. I don't think I care.
No,
They've heard of
no,
it before.
but I don't know.
For kids.
Yeah,
7-year-old. Yeah, he probably wouldn't. Probably not good for him.
definitely not.
Although
not for the
swearing is
7-year-old.
not an issue in her household. Typically, she just tells her kids, you don't say that stuff, right? They're like, yep. So, the hyperviolence might be an issue, though.
Yeah, there's a couple times where it's a little.
Oh, at the end is.
Are we talking?
I would never let my kids watch the end. Never.
Are we talking like Game of Thrones hyperviolence?
Terrifying, gun violence. I think.
Yeah, I mean it's not like we're not talking
gory?
like blood everywhere, but it's yeah.
John Wick guns.
It could be nightmare fuel for a 6-year-old.
Okay. Kind of I was
Especially a
thinking about
6-year-old
the,
that's learning about, hiding under your desk at school kind of thing.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Bad way.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's no bueno. Are you guys ready to go explore an Necropolis?
I am.
Yeah, I could. rock
Welcome to sunny Necropolis, Ythryn.
Sunny underneath
Sunny.
a nice shelf.
Welcome to
Sunny.
the well-lit Necropolis of Ythryn.
Yeah.
It actually is well-lit, and you guys realize that when you saw it, so kind of funny.
I can
There's all
barely
kinds
see.
of fun shit in this city.
Good morning, Scoot and Jack. What's the happy hap?
Jack is here.
What's the word?
Woohoo. Bacon? Or
No,
is
that's
Zoe
Zoe.
not here yet? She not here yet? Is she
I
here?
haven't seen Zoe in here in a while. Although she was
I
just
need
at
some bacon. I
she
could
was
go for
just
some
in
bacon
the
right now.
states for TMS Vegas.
Was it? Did I see you tweet? No, that wasn't Zoe though. You were
That was
talking
Monkey
about someone
Bananas.
else. Monkey Bananas. Yeah.
Yep. He was live
Them.
streaming a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
This is such a cool, flippin' concept of a city. Reading through this morning, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, I looked at it briefly. I was like, oh, there's a lot of shit here.
Oh yeah.
Just to set it up, did we long rest at the end of last session?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
jump
recall.
you jump back into the cave a little ways and
No, I
set up
didn't.
for a long
I don't
rest.
think we long rest. I thought I heard short rest, but
Short
We
rest?
could long rest. Just to start fresh.
Didn't we?
I'll say sure. There's a lot of shit in here.
All right, let's make it happen. Can't undo it now.
Nope. You hit the button. It's
Alright,
over.
click confirm.
all right.
Yeah, sorry about the misleading level 9, level 12 stuff.
That's
I forgot.
okay.
I forgot how long the last chapter was. I didn't think, why wouldn't this chapter have 3 levels in it?
It didn't change anything I did other than what Genius recommended. That was a smarter move, Genius.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Genius
I
got some
mean,
good
gotta
ideas.
love extra hit points are great, but if you can, I mean, because bumping up your, I think was it charisma, also helps like your, the paladin save thing.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone gets an extra plus on the save.
Yeah, it's +4 on saves now.
I think your packed weapon gets an extra +1. What was kind of cool was the extra level bumped our proficiency bonus up, so some of your stuff might have gotten like +2. But also
Nice.
the Tika, most of her base stats are based on our proficiency bonus. So her AC went up, her attack went up, all that. Her
Yeah,
hit
my
points went up by
charisma-
5.
A charisma saving throw for me is +12 right now. Wisdom
Wow.
saving is +8.
Nice.
That's crazy.
This is fun.
I have a
I'm still
+8
going through
intimidation
the
now.
city.
I'm very happy.
Make sure you utilize that. Intimidate some stuff.
I'm gonna
Is,
have to.
Is a big map.
It's a big ass
Yeah, I'm
map.
gonna intimidate the shit out of this place.
It'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Uh-huh. Didn't you say it's like undead and shit?
There is all kinds of shit in here. Like, you don't even know like the amount of encounters I built this morning. Why I'm still trying to read through stuff right now. It's like I'm looking at and just glancing over.
So are we supposed to go left, go right, go straight? What would be easiest for the DM? Or we don't care?
Go where you want.
Easiest for the DM would be to turn around and just go home.
The easiest for the DM would be for you to run up to the biggest, strongest thing and just die. And then we'll start the campaign.
And suddenly 6 dragons appeared. What?
Oh, there's things far worse than dragons in here.
Cool. So, side note, is this gonna
beholders?
sound like a city for
This
sound?
like,
or
not
is
a
it gonna
busy
be-
city. I think if you stay with this cave, eeriness. I don't
really?
know if you have any way to add stuff to it.
I don't.
Like maybe footsteps occasionally, as long as they aren't like. Actually, there probably isn't. Well, there would be footsteps, but like the eerie cave sound you had going on would be probably pretty good, but with some like maybe a little more added to the background of it. I don't know what you're using for the.
Trying to catch up on stuff with the madnesses that Krixis and Valine have. Those were long madnesses, not indefinite madnesses. Is that correct?
No, they're indefinite.
I was trying to follow along, and I think that's what it said in the whatever
They're indefinite
big
madnesses.
tentacled thing behind the ice.
Do not worry, there is stuff in here that will override them.
Okie doke.
We shall see.
Sounds awesome.
We shall see. There's some familiar stuff in here, at least for Ryan and Jeff too. I went, oh, one of those, cool.
Don't say
Oh.
zombie beholder, because I don't think we ever fought. Oh no, we did end up fighting it.
You
Or we
did
fought-
end up fighting it. You guys could have totally annihilated it at the level you encountered that at, though, too. So
Yeah.
they're much less powerful than their older, fully bodied brethren. They have less rays, and I think the biggest thing for a beholder is just stunning it so it doesn't turn around and put its anti-magic field on you. You can get it sit in one spot maybe, or tie it down or something.
Yeah, it helps when you have 7 people going against it though too, from different directions.
Mm-hmm.
Except when the DN then gives it extra hit points and things, because he has to.
I gotta make it a fight. I can't have it like be dead in 2 rounds or 2 turns.
Yeah.
It's like,
You mean when you have 7 20th level characters all coming at it at
Yeah.
once?
oh yeah. God, it got to the point with the 7 of you, my just default was to take it, go max hit points, and then double it. That was my default with you guys, because friggin' Rick would come in and just blow his wad as the rogue, and then Dave would come in and do the same thing, and then Ryan ends up critting, and okay, the 3 of them went and no one else gets a turn.
Mm-hmm.
It happened.
Yep. We were laughing last night about Dave's character. He's like, yeah, I made a character that was damn near every class under the sun. he was 4 different classes by the end of that campaign. Which is really quite funny.
That's
honestly.
funny. It's a very interesting dynamic to do no multi-classing versus 2 or more. It just
I've never
the difference
multi-classed.
of what those high level, being able to combine things, like the
Yeah.
Bearbarian or bear whatever, to be able to go raging and also be an animal.
Barbarian. This music would just work, Norm, I think.
I'm having PTSD from Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm adding.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I'm adding some.
I hear
I
some
added
voices
wind.
in the back.
Yes, a little bit of wind and like the banging and stuff in the background. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. That's like
You
perfect.
want some deep growling?
Nah, I think where you got it right now is perfect. It kind of represents the echoing of this 800-foot tall open chamber. Like that sound would be bouncing off those walls and coming back, like the motion within the city. Oh, that brings me back to the horror game.
The creaking door.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Creaking
this
door
is
is
the
awesome.
giant door.
Can I don't know if that's. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. We may want those doors. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. I hear that in the background once in a while.
I was gonna spend the entire episode just playing with the sound effects
Playing with sound effects
Uh,
added
like-
to the CD.
Oh, is it my turn? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Where
Wait,
are we?
what? Yeah, I'll be like the character that just kind of wanders around at the back of the pack, playing on his, like the kid that you see at like the amusement park, playing on like his Game Boy or something, just wandering
Yeah.
around, not paying attention to anything else.
He's got to have a leash on so that he doesn't get lost.
Yeah. So doesn't get booted by the scrambler. Just punted right out of the park. All right, let's do this.
All right.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Two Nerds, One Quest. I am your host and DM, JC Dittmer, here with these three nerds because you know math is hard. That man pointing at me in the blue is one Tom M. Norman playing Doug this morning. How you doing, buddy?
Fucking guy.
Fucking guy.
I need to watch that again.
It's so good. I need to finish watching the TV series. It was just,
Yeah. That's what we do in the shadows, people. For those of you not in the know,
yeah.
Nandor.
Nandor, Guillermo, all them. It's a fantastic show.
Oh.
That other man's laughing and giggling there is one Ryan Krixis Kukta, the sole remaining original member.
Good morning. Yeah, Krixis still holding it down for the original mission.
And then, of course, last but not least, the legend, the lazy dragon, the limerick maker, one Jacob Williams. How you doing this morning, bud?
Still tough to not say Doc, huh?
Yeah, it hangs every time. It's like, Jacob does not flow well there.
No, Doc's much easier to say. So.
Yeah. Ooh, we already
So
got
we started
creepy
the
music going. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We,
you can tell
started-
the flow of chat is a little different when the music is not upbeat.
Mm, yeah.
You got our
Yeah.
recap for us, Jeff, and maybe a limerick?
Yes.
Something a little lighter than the music right now.
Yeah, the limerick is lighter than the music, although not much is heavier. So, we started off across from the mirror room, but before entering that, we checked out some of the side corridors and found a small green box that turned out to be a mimic, and that led to quite a fight. After that, we found a grove of trees magically growing in the subterranean darkness, and they had magic purple pears on them that granted some spell abilities, which we still have some, both pears and magic abilities.
Hell, I'm gonna still need that list, aren't I?
We met we met a dryad named Hathwin who was very lonely and wanted to keep us, keeping her company in her room, but we all were able to withstand her charm and get out of there after looking at a couple of the other side corridors and seeing a bunch of spiky creatures that were huddling in a corner. As we headed southeast out of that, my note is wrong. We went down a mile-long tunnel and saw as it opened up into a giant cavern with the city of Ythryn. And then we got a history lesson from Professor Scant. And as we were making sure to clean up, we took a long rest just inside the cavern as we were coming out.
We may have said short rest, but we determined pre-show it's a long rest.
Yeah, so we went with long rest. So
being a gracious
for those of you
thing, sure.
for those of you keeping track of days, which is me, we are on starting day 99 of the campaign from when Aranon first got taken down by a goblin.
That's kind of amazing.
Limerick of the day. When Doug told Krixis what to do, his hands stuck to the mimic like glue. We all managed to hit it until Doug Divine critted it, ending in a shower of purplish goo.
Yeah.
And on the
floor.
Yeah. For everyone's reference, Krixis is still a little bit paranoid. Valine is seeing things. Jacob and Doug each have one pair. Krixis has two, and Doug still has one instance of sending in his abilities until that fades. Until he uses it, I think.
Two pairs,
because two pairs.
A pair of pairs?
He has one pair of pairs.
Yeah.
One pair of pairs. Okay.
Yeah, and I still have my
Krixis
sending, and I think I picked an extra one, didn't I, or did I not?
Pants fit like a glove.
Yeah, Krixis ate one and then picked two, and then Doug and Jacob each picked two and ate one. So Krixis still has two, Doug and Jacob have one. And then one sending. So, actually probably, Jacob would probably eat the pair while we're doing our long rest, or maybe for breakfast.
Okay. Jacob, you want to roll me a d20 then?
I do.
You can drop us back into the other music now, Norm.
All right, good deal.
There it goes. First roll, and it doesn't matter if I succeed or fail, because there is no succeeding or failing. Well, maybe there is. 15.
15. Oh, I was just reading this one and just went, oh, that would be a fun one. Yeah, you feel a very electric magic filter into your mind. You can cast a lightning bolt with a spell save of DC 15 once.
Wow.
Nice.
That's a good one to have.
I like
we
it.
like lightning bolts.
Is
All
anyone
right.
else needing a pair while you guys are long resting?
No, I still have mine for another 16 hours, I think. Wasn't it for 24 hours?
I mean,
It was clarified to indefinite.
Mhm.
Oh, was it?
That there was something else was 24
Something
hours,
else
but
was-
it
yeah.
was.
Okay.
We don't know how long the pairs will last. We never asked how long the pairs themselves last.
Krixis will eat a pear.
Okay. This is your second pair, right?
This
That you're
will be
using?
my pear number 2.
Pair number 2.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm gonna eat 3/4 of it.
3/4 of it?
Yeah.
Seriously? And then you're gonna pitch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing happens.
I don't know. Oh, I'm a little paranoid.
You got
would
some
be
pear in
like,
you. It tastes good.
"Oh, all right."
He's paranoid.
Jesus. So you guys finish your long rest, and you walk out onto this spire that leads into the necropolis that lays before you. Green and purple lights cast another worldly glow upon the frost draping the silent city. There are clawing spires and broken domes and steeples leaning at odd angles that surround a huge citadel in the middle. At the foot of the causeway, a giant statue lays prone and motionless, its surface is gleaming with the rime and ice, frost. You hear things in the distance.
Because
Bangs.
Doug is unfamiliar as to what the entire mission is, he just knows he's now avenging Aranon.
Yep.
He's going to ask, like, what's our mission here? Like, what are we doing? And tell me, what am I looking for?
Is Professor Scant out and about? Yeah,
Yeah, I think we left him
he's
out.
full on his.
Yeah,
Right.
he's on his
Or-
mage hand.
Yep. He comes zooming over by you and says, "Well, we are here to find a way to defeat the Frost Maiden, to put her out of her misery and restore the balance to Icewind Dale, and maybe find some cool magic shit along the way too. Stuff. He wouldn't say shit. He'd say stuff.
No, I like to think he'd say shit.
He's a professor. He wouldn't say shit. He's not that type of professor. He's very proper. He's like C-3PO a little bit.
Krixis just kicks in then. As long as the Ice Maiden remains, this world could be plunged again into darkness, and we must eliminate that threat.
That is all I need to know. So Doug would walk in and just kind of survey, look for town folk, just kind of get the vibe of what the city is, and just kind of feel.
Now, walking to the end of this icy tongue that kind of reaches out into the city, there is a large, like I said, the giant statue. It's the size of a giant, probably about 30 feet tall, laying face down in the road there in front of you. Actually, I said 30 feet. It's 21 feet tall. Actually says right here in the description. It's laying face down. There's a huge sledgehammer held in its hand. It's all made out of stone.
Go check it out. Well, what do you think? Let's go see what is the statue of.
Oh, a giant, apparently. Looks like some sort of giant, says Professor Skin. I don't know how he would have been standing, though, if it was a statue. I don't see a base for a statue anywhere. Strange.
Oh boy. Don't check it out.
Maybe he was real and turned to stone.
Ooh, that is a logical conclusion. There is magic that can do that.
That does not make me happy. I think at this point Doug is going to stow his medium armor and put on his light armor and fly up and overlook the city.
Okay.
Cool.
Don your light armor. This takes 10, 15 minutes to do all this. Is there anything you guys are doing while he's doing that?
Are there any
Just kind of investigating the general area around, kind of looking to see if there's a direction that makes the most sense to travel or something that looks like we should be finding first or looking at first?
Looking around where you come down on the perimeter of the entire city, you saw this as you were starting to come down. On the edge of the city, there are several of these spires that like claw upward, and they lean menacingly overhead. Like when you get down onto the street level, it's curled up over the top of you. You can see gargoyles that are clinging to like the walls and ceilings up there. There's a doorway at the base of it that's just open, kind of swinging on its hinges. One of the doors is on, like off kilter, like the hinge up top led away, and it's leaning on its edge.
Should we check that out?
So as I'm in the air, I would kind of move back and forth, kind of hover over some of the buildings on the left and then kind of fly over in some of the buildings on the right and just kind of look to see who we're dealing with.
Okay.
Did we get a how big this thing is total? Like just from a flight distance?
From a flight distance? Well, I'll tell you these
like how big
spires.
the whole disc is.
It's kind of hard to judge, but I'll tell you this spire right now that you came down next to. You see what I'm talking about on the map? Those clawed spires.
Mm-hmm.
Those are 4-story buildings. That's how large this place is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so that we can definitely search this thing in one session. No problem.
Yeah, no problem at all. None at all. Looking up, getting up in the air there a bit. Let's see, where are you? Excuse me. You notice a couple of different things. You see, actually make a perception check. I'll tell you how much you see. I mean, the Lightning Stadium right there is not hard to miss. I'll describe that as you are rolling.
Oh, 7.
So yeah, you're kind of with a 7. You're kind of drawn to this Lightning Stadium. The air around this amphitheater is you hear it crackle, and the energy rolling through the steps and the large tree-like masses. There's a very low hum that you can hear as each of these tridents extend 25 feet off the ground. Or they are 25 feet off the ground. They extend 50 feet into the air. There's a tiny glittering object on a pedestal of black stone in the middle of the stadium.
I'll swoop down and just kind of get a closer look at it.
Give me 1 second. Getting a closer look at it, it is a trophy. The stadium is about 120 feet long and 50 feet wide at its widest point. The 3 different masts are 40 feet apart from each other. Krixis and Jacob, you hear Professor Scant start talking about a sport called chain lightning that they used to play.
That sounds terrifying.
Mortals. It was mortals again being pit against each other in this electrified arena. It was very, very, very dangerous. I mean, you're dealing with lightning, of course.
All right, I'll take
Is there
flight
any-
one last time and just. I'm not seeing any people, am I? Like I'm just seeing buildings and.
You're seeing buildings. You do see in the distance a larger, like a head moving at the height of some of these 2-story buildings. You occasionally see it, and then it'll go behind another building. Something similar to the size of what is laying on the ground where you came in.
First of all,
Then
nice
you do
title.
also see magic all over the place in here in Sparks. Like if you were to watch a war at night, you see a night fire video over a city and you see bombs
Just
and stuff going
streaks and shit.
There's magic going off and moving and manipulating, swirling around buildings all over this city.
All right, I'll land back by the group and just let them know what I saw and the really tall person and the weird trophy.
Given the electricity point, I guess, is there any learning, Jacob, that you'd want to do related to resistances or anything like that? Like for Tika?
I mean, I could switch her to.
Think about it, I
I
guess.
can-
If the arena is crackling with lightning, that might be helpful.
Yeah, I can change her to lightning essence, but she's on acid. She's on acid right now. She's set to acid right now.
She's
Um,
that just registered.
Yeah, I think because there's a number of those spires around the outside. I think I'd like to see what one of them is, so I know if it's like if we should worry about getting near them, like if these are guard towers or something. I want to know before we walk past a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So
They don't look like guard towers necessarily. The arena itself is kind of open to you. So it would be like you could walk into the arena and look around more if you wanted to, get a closer look at the trophy or anything like that.
Nah. Doug would tell them about it, but he would bypass that. I mean, he landed in it. He didn't take the trophy because he's not Iranon. And, yeah. He would probably want to... So, Doug, when he's on his revenge missions, is focused. Like, he wants to get the job done. So, any dicking around, like, going into a stadium that he already looked at would be just pointless to him.
Yeah. Professor Scant tells you a little bit about chain lightning. It was a game that was fought by 2 teams of 6. And the goal was to eliminate the other team by striking them with a 3-inch diameter iron ball. It's kind of like a sick twisted version of dodgeball where there was an iron ball and lightning arcing through the stadium. So
That does sound fun. However,
Did you see any magical weapons inside of the arena?
no, it's just a trophy, just sitting in the middle.
Did you see any 3-inch balls?
Only the ones attached to me. But I'm a bird, so I don't think I have any balls.
here we go, discussing creature anatomy again.
A great question. DM? Oh, okay. DM, would I know if birds have balls? All right, moving on.
Something in those feathers.
All right, so if we don't want to head towards the lightning arena, did you see any other additional landmarks that would be worthwhile?
You can see beyond the lightning arena. Even you, Krixis, right now looking. There's a tower that extends up to the sky like a talon. It's stonework. You can notice there's like chiseled runes all over the stonework, and a blue light shines from its highest window.
Mhm. It would appear if there are magical weapons about, it would be in that tower.
That would be a logical assumption.
If we're looking at the map, is that Y4 that you're referring to?
Yes.
I'll start walking in that direction.
Okay.
As we walk past the arena, can I just look and see what I can see? See if there's anything like, if people were dying in there, they might have left things behind.
You see there is a small, sitting in the middle of the field, a small 3-inch iron ball. And then on the end of the arena is a small onyx pedestal with a bejeweled trophy cup on the end of it. In your estimation, Jacob, that cup would probably be worth a fair amount of change.
All right. Just to test it first, I'm going to say, Tika, go get the ball. Tika, get the ball.
Oh, go get the ball.
I'll send Tika to go get the ball.
Okay, so Tika steps in to the stadium. Shimmering head and shoulders of a woman blink into existence, probably about 20 feet tall. It's a bust. And the electrical currents flow over her metal teeth, and her form kind of stutters and flickers a little like max headroom. And she speaks in a strange language. Do any of you speak Elvish?
Yes.
Yeah.
You hear. So, a new challenger enters the arena. You have 30 seconds to choose your teammates for a game of Chain Lightning. And then the illusory head disappears.
Yeah, you have 30 seconds.
Well,
Doug would yell over his shoulder, "We don't have time for this shit. Get your dog and let's go."
All right, I'll just say get the ball quick, and hope that Tika can get the ball and get out in 30 seconds.
She's running to grab the ball. She grabs the ball. I need a dexterity saving throw from Tika.
All right, she's got a +5 on this.
Is this lightning dodgeball?
It kind of is. That's what it sounds like reading it. It's like, whoa.
Ooh. All right, so 15 + 5 is 20. Dirty 20.
20. Yeah, she and you did all that from the point I called it. You did all that within 30 seconds. So she does grab the ball, and come running out. And she comes running out, and just the second she gets out of the stadium, this force field goes up.
Oof.
And she drops this iron ball at your feet, and you see another one come up from underground when there is not one there for the game to start. And on each side of the stadium shimmer up 6 mages. And the game begins, and they start playing this twisted version of dodgeball. The thing is that's an iron ball, and there are times where a player gets hit and it grounds the lightning in the arena, and it jumps from several players. And there's a lot of damage, and each time someone is eliminated, they disappear from the arena and reappear in a box just on the outside of the force field, like a
penalty box?
yeah, like a penalty box, exactly. And the one team ends up victorious, and it resets. And if you stay there, it does this 2 more times. It does a total of 3 rounds, the best of 3. And one team won the first one, the other team won the second one, and there's a rubber match for the third one. It's a close match. The winners end up walking over to the trophy. And they walk over and they lift it off, and you hear cheering echo throughout the stadium. And then the trophy's set back down and everything dissipates. And the shield comes down.
We just basically watched a tutorial, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we want that cup, then we have to win a game of chain lightning.
Or you just send Tika to go steal it. I mean,
Doug's not into it.
no, Doug's probably 3/4.
Doug's ready to go.
Doug is probably standing at the bottom of that building, waiting for you.
I'll tell you, if I had resistance to lightning, I think I'd be in there, but I don't. So
Yeah, I mean, I can
you
set
wear metal armor,
Tika
so-
and I resistant.
I guess I feel like one lightning bolt and Krixis is fried. So maybe we'll come back on the way through.
All right,
We'll play the
pocket
game on the way
the
out.
ball.
Once we're sure we're not dead.
It's an electric.
I'll pocket the ball.
Okay.
All right.
And you have a 3-inch diameter iron ball.
Cool.
It's kind of heavy in your pocket.
It sounds like something that
All
would
right,
do a
I'll-
lot of damage if you dropped it from the very tippy top of that large building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it made it all the way to the ground.
if you could
All right.
find
Yeah,
top of a
I'll
beholder's
side of the
head.
packet then. If it's a little heavy for pockets, I'll put it in the side of the
Yeah.
backpack.
I was going to say, you keep having to pull up one side of your pants. It's like wearing jogging pants that aren't tied and you got your keys and wallet and phone all in one pocket. It's kind of
Yeah.
pulling them down.
Pull
We
up
need
your
to rig
pants,
up
you
a
hippie.
harness for
Yeah,
Tika.
exactly.
All right. So,
So, Doug, you're standing at the
that's
base
interesting.
of this tower. Looking up, you can see all the different runes chiseled into it, and this blue light is just shining out of a window at the very, very top of it.
I'm gonna
What would you
launch
like to do?
myself up and just kind of peek an eye into that window.
Looking into that room. Let's see. There's a huge anvil that's chiseled with vivid blue runes. It sits in the center of a 30-foot diameter, 30-foot high circular chamber. Resting atop is a hammer adorned with matching runes to the anvil. You can see from the window looking in that there are 2 armored figures standing on the far wall. How close do you get to the window?
I would kind of like when you see in the movies how they just kind of poke one eye in the corner.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't like press myself up against it. I would knock on it. Hey guys, what you doing?
You can actually see 2 others, so a total of 4 of these armored figures standing, and they look like they're spaced like decoratively around the room. On the far side of this room, there is a frozen corpse laying in a pile of rubble. And there is several different braziers around the outside, lit with blue fire that seem to be shining this light outside.
Are those 4 figures alive? Like, do they seem to be like guarding, or are they just statues?
They seem to be statues. They may move. You don't know.
Okay, but like one's not picking his nose, the other one's not like.
No, nothing like that. They
Okay.
they look like statues, like they're standing there.
Okay.
Like I said, decoratively around the edges of the room.
Okay. Well, I mean, you could have decorative, like those London guards don't move. They're kind of decorative.
Yeah, but these don't look like living things necessarily.
While he's looking in one corner, if the camera pans from the inside to see his eye, you see Tika's eye poking out of the opposite corner as she flew up next to him while trying to be quiet. And
She sees a similar thing, except she sees Doug looking in the other window. Doug, you suddenly notice Tika. Her head pops up from the other window.
Fucking bird. All right, I'm going to go back down.
Tika's
and-
now a bird. I think Tika's thinking the same thing. Fucking
Yeah.
bird. I think she's not a mimic. Or not a mimic, Kenku.
Oh, like a parrot.
Yeah.
Fucking bird. I'm gonna go back down ground level and tell them everything I saw: the hammer and the frozen corpse, and say the hammer seems to be special. It seems to. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a weapon.
Well, it feels like
It
we need
sounds-
to get in there then.
Yep.
Hammer and anvil sounds like blacksmith, and if they're matching, then that might be a way to imbue magical power into something.
Yep.
Or make a magical weapon. Or
Now you're talking.
I say we go in.
sounds like the hammer might be portable. I'm not sure about that anvil though.
Who's our rogue then?
Tika?
Someone's gotta check the
uh,
Tika, fetch
probably
hammer.
Jacob. I got plus no, that's savings. I got +2 on Dex. I'm proficient in stealth.
Am I
I'm
better
plus
than
4 in
honestly-
survival. Does that help?
I honestly think I mean I said Tika jokingly, but it's Tika or Jacob probably.
that? Funny.
I don't need.
What do
I
you-
don't need to be a rogue. I have +8 intimidation.
What do you roll to check?
You're gonna
the trap?
intimidate the traps.
Uh huh.
Best-
You shall not hurt me.
I intimidate the locks by kicking him in.
All right. Well, is there a door at ground level?
Yeah, there is a door at ground level.
I would like to check for traps and check if it's locked.
Okay, make an investigation check.
+11.
Krixis just reminds you, hey, don't let those guys see you.
26.
26. Looking at it, I need you to make an Arcana check. You think you
Ooh.
found something, but you're not sure. There are several glyphs around the outside.
Oh. It hit the side of the screen. It was going to be a 19, but then it became a 9, so 12.
12. What was the first one you said? 26? 26
Yeah.
and 12 is 38. Yeah, all right. One of the glyphs will trigger when you step through the tower's entrance. It is magically trapped. And it seems to reset automatically every 24 hours.
Okay. Well, I don't want to go through it, but we have a Tika, so
And the symbol represents insanity.
well, that's good. All
So you
right.
send Tika through the door?
I would say yes. Why not?
Can we teach Tika how to turn the doorknob?
Sure. Sure. I can always resummon her, I guess. So, yes, let's send Tika through.
All right.
Just trying to think if it made sense for someone else to have to do a saving throw, but hey, I'll have a Doug, can you stand like within 10 feet of the door when this happens?
Oh yeah, I would be standing right next to the door. Like I would be right there.
Like, do the police gonna kick in the door thing where you're standing on the side, ready for the door to get kicked in?
Kinda.
I need a Constitution saving throw as Tika goes through the door. You kick open the door. She jumps through the door. You need a con save from her.
Is +2, and then plus. Okay, 7 + 2 plus what does
I think it's.
Doug offer?
I think it was 4.
Is it 4? So, nah, 13.
13 total?
13 total.
Tika goes through the door, and the actually, let me roll this out. Where is my encounters? Because this will be fun to roll out because it's gonna be a lot of dice. And I will roll it to everyone because, you know, it's a dramatic effect. Tika takes 46 points of damage as a necrotic smoked haze just seems to start billowing out of her, and her skin starts bubbling and cracking. And she's still alive, or is she dead?
If we just passed a level and her hit points are 9 times, or level times 5 + 5, so she has 50 hit points, and she just took 46. Had we not leveled up, she'd be toast. I mean,
So
she's still smoking.
She is smoking, and her skin is bubbling, and she just collapses on the floor from the sudden, violent, necrotic damage that pours over her body. It's 10d10.
Ew.
Necrotic damage.
All right. Clear.
And based on what you know now, you have 24 hours before that resets. Make your way to the
All
top
right.
of the tower.
Making
Floor
our
by
way up
floor.
top, looking for anvils.
You get to this top room, the door opens up, and you see there are 6 of these total around the entire room. Doug, this is very familiar. This is the room you saw with the anvil and the hammer sitting atop it.
All right.
On the ceiling, does anyone speak Draconic? Sorry.
I do.
Nope.
On the ceiling is written in Draconic, "First shield thy heart with a wand from nether oak."
One more time.
First shield thy heart with a wand from the nether oak.
Okay, that sounds important.
I would
I'll
like to do a history check. Or like some kind of check to see if I would know what, like a history or a
Okay.
to see if I know what it is.
Yeah,
All right.
I would whisper it because I'm
difficult.
not sure what those figures are.
9.
9. Yeah, you know nothing about this, Doug.
Can we ask the professor if he's ever heard of the Nether Oak?
The nether oak. No, but this sounds like a recipe or something. I do not know. I'm sorry, I don't know much about this. This I have not heard before. Might be a netherese, like ritual or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe we should leave this here until we figure this out. We have a little bit of time.
We
Is
have
there anything
24 hours.
else? Is there anything else valuable in this room, or anything worth stealing other than maybe that hammer?
Not that you see. You see the dead, what appears to be a mage buried under boulders, but he was only wearing a robe.
He didn't have anything in his hands. If we investigate that area.
No, there's nothing in his hands or anything.
He clearly didn't shield
Seems
himself.
Strange. If you
All
go
right,
look
if
at
I-
the...
Go
I
ahead.
was going to say, what are you going to say, Krixis?
Well, I was going to say, if I look at the statues, could I dislodge their weapon in any way without really disturbing it?
Looking carefully at the statues, you realize they're not statues. They're just incredibly still.
Oh, I'm
They
not
don't
trying
seem-
to take his weapon right now.
They don't seem to be hostile,
Thanks, yo.
but they're not.
Remember
they're
that?
not statues. Getting that
Remember
close
that
to them, you
time,
realize they're a construct of some sort.
Remember that time Aaron went and touched a statue and we had to fight, and then they all came to life.
Yeah, it was the worst. We wasted a lot of spells then. So we talk about that moment. We talk about that moment because
Uh,
Doug and Jacob weren't there, right? So,
Right.
so I mentioned that and say, fighting additional battles unprepared is a terrible way to make sure you keep your head.
Doug,
this is a battle we
getting the
don't need to fight.
without getting the joke, Doug would look at Krixis and say, "A true warrior is always ready to fight."
Yes, son. Okay, but at the end of the day, a battle not fought is is a way to keep your tools for the next battle.
You are correct. Yes.
So, so I think Krixis says, if there's nothing we need here, then we should continue on. We need something that can defeat Lady Ice Kiss.
Yeah, if we happen upon this wand or figure out what this is, we can always come back. Unless we're being
Professor-
chased, then we run
The
past it.
professor seems suddenly a little skittish, like he's ready to go. You saw him, he kind of encircled the anvil for a moment and then went directly to the door.
Professor, what's wrong?
That anvil's bad news. At least for me.
How so?
You see the runes on it?
Mm-hmm.
It can destroy magical items. I don't know where the power goes from the items when they're destroyed, but that is an anvil for the destruction of magic items.
So ultimately, that would be the end of you.
It could be.
So we can't use it to build.
But I'm a
magic,
valuable
right?
resource for information on this city, and to destroy me would be a grave mistake on your part.
Well, we're not going to destroy you.
Yeah, we kind of steps in next to him at this point. Kind of put
So
that
we
hand
have
on
our
top of him.
we don't want to lose our protocol droid.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Yeah, let's file out, I think.
Yep. Let us go.
All right. So you file back down and close the door. Where do you head after being inside this tower? You
So-
have all kinds of ways to go.
We're right there.
You're at
I'm-
Y4 right now, the base of Y4. Where do you want
Yeah.
to go? You have all kinds of choices now.
So the circles to the left and to the right just look like city? Like the
It
big
is, yeah.
circles?
Yeah, it is buildings. That is a decorative, like, brick inlay. It's not a wall or anything that prevents you from going beyond it. You can just walk over that into the rubble if you wish.
I think Doug, kind of to he would be really curious about the giant, really super tall building in the middle of town.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start heading towards that unless somebody stops me.
Like
I'm
towards
into it.
Y23.
Yep. And I would be going along the right hand side, like coming up around Y29.
Okay. You're coming up around Y29. You headed towards Y23 or Y29?
Well,
You're
I'm
looking at
on-
Y23.
I'm going towards
Circle.
Y23, but I'm saying instead of
Okay.
going left, around.
Yep. Oh, hell. I keep having my, I updated my Mac and my sidecar keeps shitting the bed and locking up. So give me a second here. Because every time it does, I have to reset it.
I mean, there's a certain part of me that wants to just kind of walk around and see if we see any important landmarks or magical item shops or anything that seem like they left the door open or something like that. There could be some low-hanging fruit.
Like pears?
Mhm.
Hey yo.
Indeed.
This yellow, glowing, 50-foot diameter crystal sphere rests on an ornate stand at the base of this tower.
Crystal spheres sound cool.
I would go and inspect it closer.
Okay. Looking at it, it's a magical item. It is a magical, of massive magical power. Professor Scant rolls up, and he says, "This is the Mythalar. This controlled the city. This floated the city. You
So
are tuned to
this-
this. You have control over the city. Although I don't know how we can get it out of here. It's been buried so long."
So this city used to be a flying city?
Yes, and collapsed to the ground. The great fall of Ythryn onto the into the surface.
Is it currently glowing?
It faintly.
I would touch it. I would kind of reach a hand out to see if I can.
What's your intent when you reach your hand out to touch it?
Knowledge, like what
Knowledge?
is in the city, like what is important here.
You touch it. Make an Arcana check.
Sure, I'm
I mean,
good at
Professor Scant already told you you can attune to this. Reaching out to it and trying to grab that knowledge from it. Are you trying to attune to it to get anything from it, or are you just?
If I can attune to it, I would, yeah.
So you're gonna try and attune to it.
14.
So you put your hand on there in your Arcana check of 14. You reach out and you're trying to gather information from it on how it works. And there's a rumble from the ground, and between you and the rest of the group, a massive fist punches up out of the road, and out of the road climbs one of these giant structures with a massive hammer. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Oh boy. All right.
Where did I put him? Seriously, I didn't have one. I thought I saved.
Oh, this is stupid. I have advantage on it initiative, and I rolled 2 1s.
Give me 1 second.
That is
I
stupid. So dumb.
rolled a 2,
I thought I saved.
so for
it.
4.
How do you roll 2 1s?
At least it's
So far, we have nobody above a 5 for initiative, so
Ooh, fantastic.
we'll be playing.
I gotta create this apparently because I didn't have this one
Gotcha.
created. I thought I did.
I am unhappy,
All right.
and I'm wearing my light
Just
armor
remember
yet,
that
so I have 2 less AC. I'm at 15 for AC now.
remember the dice giveth and the dice taketh away. It'll balance out in the end.
Will it
All
though?
right.
No.
I don't
No,
think
it won't.
I don't think it works that way.
So I need your initiatives because I did not have this up when you started. So, Krixis?
5.
5. Doug,
1 and 1.
what's your dex?
There's
bonus?
one.
Nothing?
Not
So it's 1?
1.
1.
Yeah.
Jacob?
4.
4. Holy crap. All right. Come on, Valine. Where are you? Let's do some initiative. Although your plus is 0. Oh, she rolled a 17.
That's
Maybe your
good.
saving grace. And then he has a... Are you shitting me? You guys got so damn lucky. The initiative order is Valine, Krixis, Jacob, this thing, and then Doug.
Oh shit.
He rolled a 3.
How random. All right, I'm into it.
All right, so Valine is the first one up. She wastes no time to go with her patented magic missile. That only rolls 1d4. It should roll more than that. 3 and 1 more. 3, 3, and 5 is a total of 11. As 3 missiles just suddenly, before it's even completely crawled out of the ground, it kind of got halfway up. She gets hit. He gets hit with these 3 magic missiles and stands upright and kind of roars at you. She's gonna kind of hang back, move back away from it a little bit. Krixis, it is your go. This thing's almost directly in front of you. You
Is
kind of
it
took a
in-
step back as it punched out and is climbing out.
Is it in melee range with me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you and... There was like
Well.
just enough room for it to be between you and Doug.
All right, then that's. And it doesn't make sense to move away then. So, I am going to just whack it with my hand axe.
Oh, you
Alright.
whack that thing.
22 to hit it,
22 does hit. Absolutely.
and then hefty total of 4 damage.
Ooh, 4 damages.
And then let's see, with my bonus action for 10 minutes. No, I'm gonna hold on to that actually. I'm
Okay.
going to cast sorry, what is he called? He is called the Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And
Your whip.
yep, giant whip of Sunni appears behind him, and I'm gonna attack with it.
All right.
And that is a 15 to hit.
No, that misses.
All right. And then Krixis shouts, keep your head. And I'm done.
All right. That moves us to Jacob. You see this thing crawl out of the ground, get hits with 3 of these magic missiles. Krixis winds up, smacks it with his axe as a whip appears, and there's a tremendous whip crack from behind it, but it doesn't seem to have made contact with him at all. What would you like to do?
Does it? It's one of those like 21 feet tall
Yep.
giant hammer things. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a living version of what you saw laying down on the ground earlier.
Okay. It's probably not gonna work, but I want to test the water, so I'm gonna do chill touch and see if necrotic damage does anything.
Ooh.
Okay, one better than so we're testing AC 16.
Just misses.
Just misses. Okay.
So 17. 17's your mark.
All right, and then bonus action, I will send the very damaged Tika into the fray with the 4 remaining hit points, and
She looks
I
like
will.
some twisted form of like necrotic bubbling. Like
Yeah.
she looks like an acid drake, pretty much right now.
Yeah, and she's set to acid, so that works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have her though, instead of just a regular attack, I'm gonna have her attack as a grapple to the face. So she'll fly at its face and
Try and grab hold.
attempt to just kind of disorient it, block its vision.
So it looks like
I
an
don't know if
alien
it's
face hugger
fair.
right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a natural one, so it doesn't matter.
Illicit. Trying to attach to its face.
She's not feeling good. Natural one.
So she jumps up, she flies up, and she kind of grabs onto it, and he just grabs her and just whips her away, and she starts flying again away from him.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. He grabs. What is he gonna do? Yeah, he takes a sledgehammer out, and he throws it at Valine. And that's a 17 to hit her, which I believe does. Yep. So she is going to take 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
As the
Chris.
hammer is thrown at her and hits her and kind of knocks her off her feet. She's knocked prone. And let's see. Oh, here I gotta do this right. Let's do this. I'm adjusting this in a funky way because I forgot to hit the long rest button for her. But the only thing she was missing was some hit points. So he does that. He throws that at her. And at the end of its turn, which will be right now, that hammer returns in front of him, but he doesn't catch it, and it just drops to his feet.
Oh, so he half-assed thwarted it.
Doug, it is your turn.
How far away from me is he?
If you turn around, he's right there.
Oh, okay.
He's like, you took a 5 foot. You take a 5 foot step, you're in melee range with him.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he pulled up in the away from me or.
He didn't like you touching his ball.
Clearly not. Never touch a stone giant's ball.
He doesn't look like stone right now.
No.
That's an interesting thing.
Well, either way, never touch a giant ball.
Yeah.
So I am going to. Well, if he's in melee, obviously I'll take the 2 steps to get into melee range.
Yep.
And I am going to swing the mace. 19
Right
to
down on
hit
his big toe. 19 does hit.
for 8 damage.
8 damages.
I'll swing again. 19 to hit
That hits.
for 9 damages.
Yay!
Yay!
9 damages. All bludgeoning, I'm assuming, right? Or no, axe. You have an axe, right?
I have the mace.
Mace.
On the mace. Yeah, bludgeoning. Okay, cool. All right.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. That brings us back around to Valine. She stands up and she is going to Ray of Sickness him. She did not like that at all. A 18 does hit it. So
That just never gets old, Kukta.
ends
Never
up
will.
being 28 points of necrotic
Ooh.
damage
Ah,
that she hits it with.
Play, lady.
it bellows as she hits it again, taking a significant chunk of his shoulder away with this necrotic blast.
Well, I know what I'm doing next time, and nobody's gonna like it.
Krixis, it is you.
All right, so Krixis is going to yeah, I'm just gonna swing the hand axe.
Okay.
$16 to hit.
Just misses.
I'm gonna swing with the spiritual weapon. 14 to hit.
That
Krixis
misses.
is struggling, finding a weak spot on this giant stone monster.
All right.
And
Anything
that'll
else?
be my turn.
It'll be your turn. We move to Jacob. As you see Krixis struggling to hit this thing, swinging his axe. Apparently, it's pretty nimble. It dodges the whip crack.
All right, we're gonna take two shots with the longbow then.
Okay.
Oh, bad last roll. 15 misses,
Yep.
I assume. Oh, both of them rolled to the lower number when it stopped. 14.
You have a
And
lot of
I'll do the
narratives.
same thing with Tika. Go back in for a face grab, face hugger.
Grab.
Go give him a kiss, Tika. What command is that?
Kiss.
Ooh.
Kiss.
Oh no,
Kisses. Kisses, Tika. Kisses.
16 for a face grapple.
A very similar situation. He's expecting it this time. He ducks out of the way, and she kind of sails past him a little bit as she goes in for that grapple.
All right. Well, that was a good turn.
It is his turn. He closes the distance between him and Valine.
Ooh, do I get an opportunity attack?
You get an opportunity attack. Krixis gets an opportunity attack, and so does his whip. All three of you. All three of you.
Great.
19 to hit
19 does hit.
for 9 damage.
God, that seems very familiar.
Yeah, I'll take that all day.
All right. Krixis gets
Oh.
23 to hit on the hand axe.
Krixis needs to hit a moving target, apparently.
So I'll take 4 out of his leg.
All right.
And then spiritual weapon, which is more powerful than my hand axe. 21 to hit
Nice.
and 6 damage there.
Very nice. Very nice. He goes running to Valine, and he claws at her with his hand and hits her with the first claw, dealing 18 points of damage to her.
Whoa.
And then he
She's
goes
still standing?
Yep. Not by
Better
much.
than she ever did.
He swings with his second claw. That is a 16, which also hits.
Oof.
Oof. Ouch. For 22 points of damage.
Ouch.
And she
Did
goes
she-
limp.
Did she level up also?
No,
Okay.
because she was 9.
Okay.
Then, because he hit her with both claws, he's going to pull that creature and make a bite attack against her. Which she is unconscious and laying on the ground. So that's 2. It's an automatic crit. So she's got 2 failures on her death saving throws.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. It's not an automatic hit, but if he hits, it's an automatic crit, right? And he has advantage on the attack.
Yeah, because she's...
Is that how that?
Yeah. Oh, I got to actually roll that second one.
All right, that's my bad.
Actually, he goes to bite her and he misses her. He had advantage on it, but neither one of them were... Let me take those failures off. So she's in death saving throws right now. But he went to take a bite out of her and missed as she fell. Doug,
Whew.
you got 30 feet to go to him. She pissed him off.
Clearly. Is she within range too, or is she just out of range for me?
She would be just out of range for you. Like, you could move and you'd be like 10 feet away from her.
All right. Well, I'm going to get as close as I can, and I'm going to toll the dead.
Okay.
So make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. This will not be very good for him. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought. A 5 is not going to be good,
That's
though.
not even close.
Not even close.
Yeah. So is it 2d12?
Yep, because he was already damaged, I'm rolling d12s instead of d8s. And he will take 9 damage.
9 damage.
And so this rings out.
Nine damage. Where is this? Okay. Is that it then? Or do you have a second one?
No, I don't have a second attack.
Action.
Okay. So you moved to get closer. You did that. Nothing for your bonus action.
There we go. That's the bells I was
Yep.
looking for.
That moves to her. She needs to make a death saving throw.
Natural 20. She gains a point and wakes up.
Let's see. It's just a straight roll, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll to everyone.
10 or higher.
17. It's a
All right.
success on her turn. And we move to Krixis. Krixis, you'd be able to move up alongside her and have him in melee range and her in melee range as well if you needed.
So for
You could
I
even
think
probably move where it's just her in melee range if you wanted.
yeah, I'm gonna get between her and him if that's possible.
Sure. Yep. He's a big
And
guy. He's
then-
got a bit of a reach.
Ooh, she's awake now, right?
Awake? No.
No, she's not.
She's in death saving throws. She has 1 success.
Got it. Okay. I will all right, I'm gonna use my action then to 3rd level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
On her. Jackpot.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice.
777. So 29 to her.
Her eyes flicker open and look up at you.
And something else happens when I cast a healing spell. Sorry, just give me
You
one
get-
second.
You get some healing too, right? Or is there new
Uh,
stuff?
No, I think that's it. I think you're right. Oh, the creature regains additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell. Oh, I think that was in the
Calculated it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then let's see. That's my action. And then I think
Move the whip.
I'm actually going to use a new ability that that kind of Krixis invented during our long rest. And it's part of my level upgrade. It's called the Mantle of Inspiration. So
Okay.
as a bonus action, spend one of my bardic inspiration to gain 5 temporary hit points to up to 3 creatures I can see, and that can see me within 60 feet. Each creature can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So I'm going to activate this
Okay.
in the hopes that we can move Valine away from this guy.
So she gets 5 temporary hit points.
Yeah, so I'm going to give 5
else?
temporary hit points to me, Valine, and Doug.
Okay.
And Doug, you can move up to 30 feet or up to your speed if you want to without provoking an opportunity attack. She can also, I'm not going to move because I want to be in this guy's face. So all those 3 people get 5 temporary hit points and can move either away or towards the creature.
Okay, she's going to stand up and move the rest of her movement away, so she'll be about 15 feet away from him. Or away from you. It's about 20 feet away from him. Doug, would you like to move?
Do I
You're
have
in
to
melee
do the
range with him.
moving now?
No.
Okay.
You
I
can-
will not.
You have to do your moving now, yeah, if you want to. Use your reaction to do it.
Part of the event.
Yep.
No, I'm not gonna move.
All right. That completes your turn then, Krixis?
Yep.
So she gets her eyes flicker open. She kind of nods and stands up and realizes what's going on and gets the flock out of there. Jacob, you see Valine fall. You see Krixis rush over, put himself in his typical defending space,
Mhm.
restore her
I was-
to the point where she can move, and she gets up and moves part of the way away from him.
So I was probably in the process of putting the bow away so I could go heal her, but now that she's healed, I'm going to chill touch again, or attempt to.
Okay.
And then I will move over to guard Valine after that. Put myself in between.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, these rolls. Miss for sure. And again, send Tika for... This time I think I'm going to say claw the eyes.
Go for the
So-
eyes, boo.
Instead of grappling, she's going for a eye claw.
Do the eye gouge.
Oh, that was good. Natural
Ooh.
20, 27.
Holy hell.
Nice.
And so the first, if it matters, the first 2 dice are the piercing, and the second 2 are, oh my goodness, that's amazing. 6, 6, 5, 4 plus 3 is 24 points
Ooh.
of claws to the face, acid claws to the face.
So she finally had enough shit from
Damn.
him, huh?
He is bloodied. He's
She was
bleeding out
not
this one
happy.
eye.
Nice.
All right, that seems like a good turn.
Oh yeah. He immediately goes after Tika with the being in his space. He's gonna claw at her.
Tika,
20 hit her.
Yep, 20 hits, and it probably doesn't matter.
16 points of damage. Does
Yeah,
she
she
disappear
poofs.
when she dies,
I
or is there still a body there?
don't think there's a body. It just says the Drake remains until it is reduced to 0 hit points.
Okay, so she dissipates then.
Yeah.
So he will look around quick and he will claw at Krixis then. 29 to hit?
Yeah, that'll go ahead and hit.
Yeah. That is not a crit either. 17 points of slashing damage as he claws down on you.
Okay.
And he's going to stay right where he is. He got rid of his biggest threat.
Hell, I might as well
he's
hellish
focused
rebuke
on.
then.
Okay, yeah. You want to
So,
hellish rebuke him on that? For sure.
yeah, I'm gonna sling some fire his way then. Oh, he needs a dex save.
Dex save is 9.
Okay, it's got to be 15 or better, so he'll take all of 17 fire
Yeah.
damage.
He leans into the fire and kind of grins at you and chuckles as it does nothing to him.
Noted.
Ruh-roh.
Oof.
Doug. Yeah, fire's one of his he doesn't take, he fires nothing to him.
I'm going to yell, note to self.
No fire. More
You
dots,
said he's
more
pretty
dots.
bloodied, huh?
He is bloodied, yes.
All right, so I'm going to run up to him then, and let's see here.
If you're keeping track, you've done 112 damage to him.
Wow.
For those of you that haven't been keeping track.
And for those of you who want to know, bloodied generally means he's at least half dead.
I'm going to where is it? Cast command. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
8.
All right, that is definitely a fail. So you speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Follow the command on his next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead. He is not undead, is he? Because you would have said
He's
he was
not undead.
Okay.
He's not undead. Nope.
Uh,
What is the word you utter? The command word you utter to him?
grovel. The target falls prone and then ends its turn.
Okay, he falls to his hands and knees and starts begging Krixis for forgiveness.
It says it follows the command on its next turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
on its next turn? Okay. Okay. Valina's next. You hear her curse under her breath. And something to the effect of, I've had enough of this shit. And she's hitting him with a ray of sickness. Oh my god, nat 20. A level 5 ray of sickness, nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, and of course, the API for D&D Beyond just went to shit on me.
And she would have had advantage on that too, because he was prone, right?
No, he's
Yeah.
not prone yet. He didn't do it on
Oh,
his
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
He's
he
prone next time. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So the level 5...
So if he just gets
ray of
utterly
sickness.
destroyed by this spell, do I get my spell back?
No. I'll roll this to everyone.
Valid question.
Good damage, everyone.
It'll be impressive.
Holy shit, that's a lot of dice.
Oh,
53 necrotic damage as his beam just barrels into his chest. She's a little pissed, so yeah. She hits him for 53. He's
Yeah.
really not looking so hot anymore. And she proceeds to move another 30 feet away from them with her movement. Krixis.
I'm going to move the. I'll move the spiritual weapon and just attack with that.
Okay.
.26 to hit.
Oh, hell yeah.
9 damage.
9 damages. Excellent.
And then I'm going to try to chop his block off with my hand axe.
All right. I assume his block meaning his kneecap because he's not prone yet.
That's a fair point. Yeah. So 12,
12
to
misses.
hit there. So he sidesteps me there.
Yep.
And I yell over to Doug. Finish this, my boy.
All right.
And I'm done.
We move to Jacob. Has taken up
All
position
right,
between
so-
Valine and him. No Tika
So am
longer
I-
standing.
Yeah, Valine ran away now, so she's far enough away. I'm within 35 feet because she was only like 20 feet away
Yep.
last round.
absolutely.
So, did I hear Doug cast his command spell?
Yeah, you were close
Like,
enough. You would have heard that.
okay. then I, understanding, and maybe doing a little meta here because I love it, I am going to run up to it and pull out the rapier, and I will hold my action to attack until it is prone.
That makes
And
sense. Like if
that
he's
is all because I have no Tika, so I will wait till it's prone to attack.
Cool idea.
okay.
And I will then pass my turn. There is no Tika, so it is
All
the
right.
giant's turn.
He instantly falls to his knees, begging for mercy.
And I
Um,
will.
You assume he's begging for mercy. The languages he's speaking do not make a lot of sense unless you speak Undercommon.
Did
I
not
do.
take that one. No.
I do.
No, then you understand that he is literally groveling, and you're very pleased that he is following your command.
Yeah.
What would
I
you
will
like to
take
do,
my,
Doug? Oh,
I will
actually, yeah.
take my.
We get
I will
Jacob's
take my
attack.
2 attacks at advantage with fuzzy pink dice. That was a journey and a half. 23 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, I like that. That's 10 damage.
10 damage. Perfect.
And oh, stop right there. Stop right there. That's a natural 20.
That hits. That absolutely hits.
Murder.
27, 2 dice is okay, that's weird. 7 and 7. All 3 of my attacks damages were 7, so 17.
Nice.
I
Good
rolled
hit.
777 before. That's crazy.
This is okay. That was fun. I like that.
So he dropped down. Jacob stabbed him a couple of times with his rapier, and he's laying before you guys, groveling, asking for mercy, asking for you to spare his life, Doug.
I am going to point at him with my mace and in Undercommon say, "Your God will not save you now." And I'm going to run up to him and mace him in the face. I'm gonna run baseball swing at him.
Yep, and you have
And
advantage.
these are also at advantage.
Yep.
Yay, prone.
Dirty 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Yeah, 6.
Hey, Doug, why'd you do me a favor? Describe your kill shot and then take us out of this motherfucker.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
He had 6 hit points left.
Nice.
So I
Murder.
literally ran up to him, and as he's on his knees, I'm gonna say his head was at about swinging height, even though it probably wasn't. And I am just going to baseball, just as hard as I can, take my mace and stick it right in his face, so it caves it in.
So you cave in, you wind up with that baseball swing, and you just cave in the side of his cheek, and a really interesting thing happens as you're carrying through that. His whole face does one of those slow motion as it's being hit, and he turns to stone halfway through your swing, and your mace just kind of goes on the last couple little bits of his cheek, and you leave these etch marks in the stone as he's left kneeling, groveling, hands down on the ground, and his face upturned in a mid-punch, mid-hit distortion. And it dawns on you that the one you saw earlier was probably killed by something and turned to stone. And you think you may not be alone in the city as far as hostile people to the city.
Be on your guard.
And that's
Well.
9:59, dude. We couldn't have timed that any better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's take us out of this motherfucker. Ugh,
So
that was so good.
that was
So
That was a good
freaking
round.
yeah, that was a good battle. That was a really good battle.
95 damage in that round.
Yeah.
And just just as a reminder, you thought Valine was a little skittish before.
Yeah,
See what
right.
happens after she dies. So,
Yeah. I gotta look at Indefinite Madness and see if that lasts through unconsciousness.
Ooh, that would be
I think
nice.
it
if
does.
it
I'm
didn't.
not sure. Well, even if
So-
it doesn't, she's still gonna be freaking skittish. She is just at the edge of her
Yeah.
life, so
Yeah.
she might not be seeing things, but she's gonna be very jumpy.
Mm-hmm. So we are Two Nerds One Quest. We are here every Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Join us live, twitch.tv/TomMNorm. We are going to be taking a Mother's Day break, right? Is that next Sunday?
Yeah, next Sunday's Mother's Day, I think. There's gonna be a lot of breaks coming up because I got not back-to-back weekends, but a weekend and then one on and then one off.
Yep.
June 10th and then June 24th. I'm gonna be off those weekends. I'll be out of town.
So we are here most Sundays. We can still do something Genius and Cooch.
Yeah.
We can do a short one shot, or we can do
Oh yeah, continuing adventures of
Yeah.
Farley and
Farley and
Aw.
Spade.
Yep.
Spade. Yeah, hell yeah.
or we can do something else. We can talk about that, but
Oh, continue Farley and Spade, please. That was fun.
Yeah, I want to. That was
I want more Farley and Spade, Norm.
All right. We'll do
You
that
have an
then.
audience now. Who wants
So
more?
nothing-
Come on.
Nothing next week. Nothing next week. But after that,
We'll play it by ear
Back.
depending upon when John's gone, but we will be doing stuff. So
There'll probably be a rerun of this next week, I would think.
yeah, I'll do a
Yeah.
rerun of this. And maybe I'll do 2 reruns. Maybe I'll do it Saturday night and Sunday morning, just in case people want to rewatch it before.
I have a feeling this will probably end up going till fall, thinking about it and thinking about how long it took us to go through those caves, and now understanding how quickly we're going to move through this city with a session in.
Yeah.
awesome. Seems like a lot of stuff to do if each of those numbered things is a thing.
There's a lot of stuff, and like knowing what I know now and knowing what was revealed today, like yeah, this is going to take a while.
Interesting. All right.
So we're in this game for a while yet, guys. This may be most of 2022.
Nothing wrong with that.
Awesome.
Nope.
Yep. Anyway,
Fun
join us live
characters.
Sunday mornings, 8:30 a.m. Central Time, twitch.tv/TomMNorm. Share the show with others. Let others know that we are around. Retweet out the tweets that we tweet saying that we tweeted a thing that we are going live. Put that out on Twitter, usually a little bit before the show starts. And yeah, let other people know about us. Give us some reviews for the podcast. Patreon.com/2nerds1quest. If you would like to join for just $1 a month, gets you the unedited show with pre and post show talking. And you don't want to miss that because we have fun in pre and post show. Stick
Jeff,
around
I'm
for
surprised
after.
you didn't want to use your lightning bolt. Just saying.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. First round, I wasn't sure how powerful it was going to be, and then after that, I was like, "Oh, he's probably almost dead." And then he wasn't.
Oh.
And then he was. And then he was prone.
I
Sorry,
imagine
Norman, keep
there will
interrupting
be-
your post show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stick around after the show. We're gonna vote on some show titles. I'll put the link in chat. So for me, for Genius, for Cooch, and for Mr. DMJC, bitches, we be out.
Boomtown, get him.
That's a big fucking rock.
Yeah, that was a fun. All right, we're back. That was a fun battle. That was that was high quality.
Yeah, we need to find out though if you actually attuned to the thing, or if you just tried to and failed, and that's why there was a guy.
Yeah, when he said the ground started shaking, I thought maybe I was gonna start trying to take us up. I was like, this is gonna be
Yeah.
a short village run
Right.
if I'm just gonna crash us right into the ceiling. I mean, how do you need a driver's license to Florida City?
That, yeah. I don't know how you get out of the cave.
Yeah. If you're in chat, go to tommnorm.showbot.tv. There's a link there. Click on that link. That'll bring you to all of our titles. I'm going to read them out right now. We have TBD is Pearanoid. Thanks, Scoot and Jack. And that's Pearanoid with a P-E-A-R. Loving the pun. That was a good title right off the bat. A one-session town. It's Electric Boogie Woogie Woogie. That one made me laugh. She's on acid right now.
Cool.
Ever smash a bowling ball, Professor? Low-hanging fruit, like pears. The road got fisted. Gravel, giant on your knees. Launch angle on the giant home run.
The road got fisted.
Did you see Scoot and Jax there? You were out when I read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're in chat, throw some votes. It looks like
Looks like there's a winner, so I'm gonna just throw one else out there just for.
lots
'Cause
of
I
votes.
said
I
it,
like
Oh
it.
and
wow, lots of voting.
I like it.
Like it.
I said it, and then I regretted it, and then I said it again because then it was funny.
What's that?
She's on acid. She's on acid.
She's on
now.
acid right now. That was a fun one.
Yep, that was good.
Yeah. Maybe not the best show title, but I thought it was fun in the moment. And she's coming back set to lightning, that's for sure.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. One of the many denizens of Ythryn.
Hey, so
Ironically, one I hadn't created for. I thought I had created that one for a combat encounter, but apparently I hadn't.
Seems like an important one.
do we have to find out next session if I actually attuned to the ball, or did I not?
You didn't have time to.
Okay.
Because the road got fisted.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, the road got fisted.
Wah, wah. So what's everybody got going on today?
Not a ton.
We got another trip out of town, so I'm just managing some. Hoping the Brewers complete the sweep of the Scrubbies today.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Holy shit. We went to the game Friday night. That was
Yeah,
a blast.
I can't
That always
imagine
is.
this whole weekend has just been like Christmas morning for Brewers fans.
Being at the game, like, there was about 4 hits where the ball
I did have it.
in a normal year, if they wouldn't have been messing with the baseballs, the ball would have been out. And the ones that barely made it out would have been like an extra 30 or 40 feet. Like some of those smashes, like there was a Yelich smash that just sounded great, looked great, and then stopped like right before the wall. I think McCutcheon had 2. Like he was pissed. Like there was 2 balls that dropped right below the or right before the fence, and they sounded great, looked great, and they carried great, and then they just died in the air.
just
I remember
wonder
that.
where go on.
I was gonna say I remember that my first time going to a Brewers game, my buddy said, "Yeah, the first hit, you're gonna swear it's a home run, like you're gonna think it's gone, but you don't realize how big the park is if you've never been to the game."
Yep.
And the funny thing is I think it was B.J. Surhoff. He played outfield, right? Yeah, he caught it on the warning track, the first hit of the game. And my buddy, I got back and my buddy goes, "Yeah, that first one was almost a home run." I remember that game because B.J. Surhoff hit a walk-off home run to win the game against the Yankees. That was the first Brewer game I ever went to.
Nice.
It's awesome.
The first one I ever went to, I was 18 at Carroll College. And so we got student tickets. I think they were like $6 bleacher seats or something. And it was
Nice.
at County Stadium.
Yep. County Stadium.
Yeah.
was fun.
So outside of that, just another day in paradise, right? So
Yep.
Bucks
And we'll
played
probably
today
be
too, right?
reading-
get some warm weather out here.
Say that again, Norm?
Bucks play today?
Do they?
I don't know. I don't normally watch
Game one of the
basketball.
next
My
series?
brother-in-law's into it. I thought he said something about that. Or is it
Yeah.
like next Sunday for the series?
No, they play today. For game one against Celtics. So Boston.
Yeah, I don't care about basketball.
No, Dortmund lost yesterday. The Chicago Fire lost in the last minutes of the game last night. Pissed me off.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, fuck, come on. Like, they started strong, and now they're back to being themselves.
Oh,
Which
I was
sucks.
in a bar in Seattle last week, and the Kraken
Wednesday?
game was on.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Kraken.
yeah, the Kraken game was on, and I was watching the playoff basketball game,
Yep.
and so all of a sudden, like, nothing's happening on the basketball game, and half the bar just went nuts, and I'm like, what did I miss? Was there a fight on the court or something? But one of the other TVs had a Kraken game, and there was a goal. It was,
They just scored, yeah.
yeah, it was tremendous. But there's a
How'd
lot
you-
of good sport out there.
How'd you like Seattle?
Where we were located was really awesome because it's right downtown by the water.
Oh,
So
nice.
there's just a mile walk to the Pike Market and stuff like that.
Yep.
Cool.
But I didn't get enough time to explore the Space Needle and things like that. So
That's fine. The Space Needle, we were going to do that when we went there. I don't know, whatever it was, 5 years ago or 6 years ago, and the Space Needle then was expensive to get into. So we did. Did you like do the hop on hop off tour at all, or did you just kind of walk around?
I just walked around. I mean, we didn't have enough time during business hours. Like we were there for a conference, so
Oh,
you know,
I
starting
wasn't
at like
sure if you.
6 o'clock at night, then
Yeah.
we're free to do whatever we wanted to do. But most things like that you might see are closed, or museums and stuff are closed.
I was thinking you were there on vacation. Never mind. Yeah, they have some good breweries out there. I would recommend actually going out there for vacation. It was a lot of fun. They have an underground tour where basically you go to the Seattle that was built over, so you're actually underneath the town as you're going around.
Yeah, I heard that. Somebody said it was awesome, and if you look down, there's like grates
Mhm.
on the sidewalk, and you can kind of see the structuring below. But I'm
Yep.
sure it's really fascinating.
Yeah,
Background.
yeah, I got some cool pictures from that. And yeah, the hop on hop off tour, basically you pay whatever it is, $30, and there's a trolley that takes you to all these different spots. And the trolley goes through like every, I don't know, whatever it is, 15 minutes. And so you can hop off and kind of look around, spend an hour there, and then hop back onto the next one that comes through. It brings you to the next stop, or you can just kind of take it and just, it's like a tour. It's fun. It's a good time.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Scoot and Jack wants to know if it rained all the time.
It did in fact rain one of the days, but it was cloudy and kind of
Overcast.
cool every day. So it wasn't as rainy as advertised. It was not particularly nice. So
Isn't that in The Crow? It can't rain all the time. Isn't that one of the sayings? Isn't that one of
Yep.
those things he says? It can't rain all the time.
it's been a long time since I saw that movie.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm kind of guessing. It sounds like something they said in it. Or not.
Well, gentlemen, have a fantastic weekend. Rock and roll.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm going to see if there's somebody we can raid. Who can we raid?
Raid.
Oh my! Wow, I haven't thought of that commercial in ages.
All right. Bombats is on. Bombats is playing Rocket League right now.
Oh hell yeah! Give us the bomb
Love me
bats.
some Rocket League.
I swear to God, if you looked at if you're friend, you should be friends with him on Steam and look at the number of hours he's put into this game. It
Into
is-
Rocket League?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Well, it's like looking at my son's hours that he's put into Fortnite. Over 6,000 hours.
Oh man.
It's like holy shit. It reminds me of my World of Warcraft playing days.
Right?
Yep. Casual sex implies the existence of competitive ranked sex.
So if when you get in there, give Bombats a follow. Say hi. Give him a follow. He's fun. German guy.
That sounds like a Magic the Gathering joke, John.
Yeah. Keep back from platform edge, or you may get sucked off. I think I'm stepping towards that edge. Just saying.
All right. Well, I missed that. What was that?
The sign says, keep back from the platform edge, or you may get sucked off. I think I'm stepping towards that edge, right?
Oh, I'm. Yeah, that's full ankles, pants around ankles. All right.
Yeah.